G'day trendsetters, John with Gravel Cyclist. I'm coming to you in the evening hours with the latest enthralling unboxing and features video of the latest gravel bike to arrive here at Gravel Cyclist HQ. So I'm just going to tilt this box upwards so you can see the brand, Otso. Now, if you're not familiar with Otso, Otso is the sister brand to Wolf Tooth Components, and they are quite well known for producing one-by chainrings and a whole lot more. Otso have produced a couple of steel gravel bikes, one in stainless and one in regular steel, known as the Waheela. Now, this is the Waheela C, where C stands for carbon. So enough with the claptrap from yours truly. Let's pull the bike out of the box and see how it looks. And here we have the Waheela C by Otso. Now, there is a chance I did unwrap this a little bit earlier, so it still counts as an unboxing video. Anyway, momentarily I'll move the camera so we can get a good close look at the frame, etc. The first thing I noticed when I lifted this bike from the box is how light the overall bike feels. And the bike is kitted out with a Shimano 105 hydraulic 11-speed mechanical group set. Now, according to Otso, the size medium frame weighs 1,024 grams bare. This is the size small, so it's obviously going to weigh less. Lightweight aside, this bike has insane tyre clearance. For years, I've been talking about how most manufacturers do not address this issue. They always have too narrow a tyre clearance, not enough clearance for mud, etc. But this puppy will clear a 29er by 2.1 inch tyre. In fact, they supplied a pair of racing Ralphs for me to install onto the bike at some future point. So the Otso Waheela C gets a lot of its tyre clearance because of the company's tuning chip dropout system, which I'm focused on right now. And basically that system allows the dropout to slide back and forth. A lot of single speed folks will be familiar with something like that. I believe there's a couple of different positions you can set it in, but regardless, it makes for massive tyre clearance. And I'll overlay a photograph in a minute. These are 700C by 40mm Terrain Elwood tyres, and they inflate pretty well on these DT Swiss 1800 rims, but there is a massive amount of tyre clearance on the back of the bike. As you may know, whenever you install bigger tyres, that will affect the height of the bike, namely because the tyres will increase in height, and that can obviously affect things like the bottom bracket height and such matters. So in addition to providing up to 20mm of clearance with the tuning chip system, the dropout slot is on an angle, so it will vary by up to 4mm in height whenever you move it fore and aft. Then that should take into account the differences in tyre heights relative to the rear end of the bike. Otso has not forgotten about the front end of the bike. In addition to their super lightweight lithic carbon fork, the bike is also tuned for suspension forks, so it plays nicely with the Lauf grit or the Fox AX. The frame is dropper post compatible and has a ton of mounting points. It has fender and rack mounts. There's a top tube mount for, say, your bento box, etc. And there's mounts on the down tube, the seat tube, and underneath the down tube. All of the cables on the bike are routed internally, so you can run mechanical or electronic shifting systems. The lithic Healy all-carbon fork features a tapered steerer tube, weighs about 490 grams. Now, the fork is the one area of the bike where the cables are routed externally, which can be handy for maintenance, etc. So to be expected in this day and age, you've got a thru-axle on the front, 12 by 100mm, and on the rear, you've got the matching 12mm by 142mm. I neglected to mention earlier that this is a prototype frame. However, the real production frames are virtually identical, and you can see them for yourself in person at this year's Sea Otter Classic in Monterey, California. In the future, I'll be posting a full video review of the Otso Waheela C to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel, so watch out for that. But in the meantime, I'll be posting teaser images to the Gravel Cyclist Facebook page and Gravel Cyclist Instagram account, so be sure to follow and like those if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos as they appear on the channel. I'll see you in the next video.